The United States appears to be making a U-turn on Syria's main opposition group. After months of backing the Syrian National Council, America now says it doesn't represent everyone fighting President Assad. Tarek Basley reports.
Explosions like these take place in numerous towns and cities across Syria every day. But with each new round of bombing and shelling, there's a growing frustration at the lack of a strong, united opposition. The largely foreign-based coalition, the Syrian National Council, or SNC, has been criticised for failing to unite all opposition forces. Now the US has weighed in on who it thinks should be part of any future opposition.
We've made it clear that the SNC can no longer be viewed as the visible leader of the opposition. They can be part of a larger opposition, but that opposition must include people from inside Syria and others who have a legitimate voice that needs to be heard.
The US has also repeated its concerns about some of those fighting inside the country.
We also need an opposition that will be on record strongly resisting the efforts by extremists to hijack the Syrian revolution. There are disturbing reports of extremists going into Syria and attempting to take over what has been a legitimate revolution against an oppressive regime for their own purposes.
But it's not clear whether a more diverse opposition coalition will win the support of China and Russia. They've blocked 3 UN Security Council resolutions on Syria. Special Envoy Lakhdar Brahimi got this assurance on a visit to Beijing.
While opposition commanders in Syria feared government forces would use a ceasefire to rebuild their strength, and they say that's what's happened. They claim government pilots have escalated their bombing campaign. Both sides said they would lay down their arms to observe the Muslim holiday of Eid al-Adha. Neither side respected the truce. Human rights activists say more than 500 people were killed during the 4-day period that ended on Monday. And opposition forces say government fighter jets bombed at least 5 cities on Wednesday. They say the airstrikes killed at least 10 people near the northern city of Aleppo. Opposition activists say government pilots have been conducting more frequent air raids and using more powerful bombs over the last few days. The activists say the attacks have caused many civilian casualties.
Rebels say they found these 3 drones in Aleppo, which help make their point. Manuals bearing the Ayatollah's image. Very basic aircraft, some analysts saying they could be simple training drones or even fakes. But the rebels are insistent lives are lost to these devices and Iran is to blame. Iran has said it's not supplying military help to Syria, but didn't comment on these claims. Activist video shows an aircraft that defense experts told CNN resembles the Mohajer 4 Iranian drone, although we can't independently verify these images. And a spokesman at the UK mission to the United Nations told CNN they are, quote, deeply concerned by credible information that Iran is providing military support, end quote, to the Syrian regime. So far, despite the shells continuing to land, there's been no smoking gun of Iranian support, leaving the distant hum as perhaps the only tangible sign yet of a broader, deadlier alliance.